China's rocket debris once more tumbles back to Earth. In a futuristic stride, relativity reshapes space travel towards Mars. Additionally, intriguing concepts emerge about how lunar caves might provide warmth. It's akin to a cinematic scene. Captured through cell phone footage, the ominous spectacle of Chinese rocket debris unfolds. A fiery object disintegrates as it streaks across the sky, ultimately landing kilometers away. This footage, sourced from a Kuching, Malaysia observer, depicts an estimated 5 to 9 metric tons of the Chinese Long March 5B rocket. This very rocket had recently carried the Tiangong module to orbit, surviving the searing heat and initiating an uncontrollable re-entry. While Chinese officials stated the debris landed near Palawan Island's coast in the Philippines, the concern lies not in the landing site, but in the Long March 5B's construction. Designed for this very purpose, it propels payloads into orbit, only to gradually descend and fragment upon re-entry. In contrast, many other spacefaring nations opt for fuel conservation, ensuring controlled descents over water or remote areas. Critics have lambasted China's recklessness. This marks the third occasion a Long March 5B descended in this manner, each instance a heart-pounding event. China's uncertainty about the rocket's deorbit location, spanning a trajectory encompassing vast oceans and populated regions, raises alarms about their irresponsibility. It prompts the question, does the rest of the spacefaring community possess moral superiority? Could agreed-upon best practices exist? NASA, for instance, boasts an orbital debris program office, which meticulously tracks debris and forecasts re-entry. However, other entities like ESA and various space agencies, including China, possess debris mitigation strategies as well. Yet, beyond tracking and mitigating, genuine action remains crucial to tackle existing debris. Previous attempts by major space agencies include NASA's proposed laser balloon and JXA's SpaceNet, albeit hampered by international laser weapon testing bans and tether failures. Encouragingly, recent commercial endeavors, partly funded by national interests, strive to clean up orbital trash. The Remove VBRS mission, led by Surrey Satellite Technology and launched in 2018, trailed various methods, successfully deploying a harpoon to capture larger debris. Astroscale, a Japanese company, developed a magnetic catch and release satellite to nudge loose debris into safe re-entry paths. Nanoracks, based in Texas, explores debris cutting techniques without generating splinters, with hopes to repurpose larger debris components from new orbital platforms. In tandem with recent technological advancements, the flourishing commercial space industry appears poised to address this enduring issue. Our responsibility lies in rectifying this orbital debris problem, which we have exacerbated and continues to worsen. While agreements and mitigation systems have their limits, the inevitability of falling debris remains. It's incumbent upon us to harmonize the skies, reining in irresponsible practices before catastrophe strikes. Amidst lunar exploration fervor, Mars missions loom as the next frontier. Nearly all international space agencies around the world are currently emphasizing the Moon's role as a stepping stone towards a more substantial future on Mars. In a recent declaration, Relativity Space, a rocket startup, aims to underscore this idea. On July 19th, they revealed their intention to become the first commercial entity to send a lander to Mars by 2024. This aspiration is bold considering they have yet to launch their inaugural rocket. Before this announcement, the primary focus of Relativity was on crafting and launching their first rocket, named Terran 1, a fully reusable platform. Distinguished by their use of special 3D metal printers, Relativity's rockets are completely manufactured through printing, from hulls and tanks to engines. While they are preparing to launch the Terran 1 test vehicle this summer, they've also unveiled its successor, the Terran R, standing at 216 feet in height and 16 feet in diameter. The Terran R, entirely printed, will serve as the launch vehicle for the Mars endeavor. It is scheduled for a test launch in 2024, leaving a tight margin for potential mistakes. The question arises, is this announcement genuine or is it merely a publicity stunt? Despite Relativity Space's ambition, SpaceX remains the favorite contender for the first commercial and crewed Mars mission. However, SpaceX's CEO Elon Musk has suggested that such a feat might still be several years away, even expressing uncertainty about witnessing the company's inaugural crewed mission to land on Mars. Presently, both SpaceX and NASA are preoccupied with the Artemis lunar missions and other lunar operations, extending until approximately 2030. With established infrastructure, financial support, and proven vehicles, SpaceX and NASA have a distinct advantage. In contrast, Relativity Space has a launch date and a team that includes former SpaceX engineers, such as Zach Dunn and Tom Mueller. Tom Mueller, formerly SpaceX's CTO of propulsion and a key contributor to the development of Falcon 9's engines, is now affiliated with Relativity Space through his company, Impulse Space. This partnership, along with other factors, explains the ambitious Mars timeline. The rush of activity in the space industry is evident, with numerous startups working on cutting-edge technologies for orbital operations and beyond. Impulse and Relativity's agreement for the Mars mission extends through 2029, offering the possibility of another attempt in case the 2024 window is missed. This gives both companies about a year and a half to test, refine, and secure funding for the ambitious endeavor. Beyond Mars, another exciting possibility emerges: the potential for extended human presence on the Moon. To address the engineering challenges posed by lunar habitation, researchers at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, proposed the use of lava tubes. Lava tubes are natural underground formations formed by the movement of lava. On the Moon, these tubes could offer stable habitats, shielding inhabitants from extreme temperature variations and providing protection against radiation and minor asteroid impacts. Research teams from UCLA and UC Boulder have identified pits on the lunar surface, which are collapsed sections of ancient lava tubes. These pits could serve as stable habitats due to the overhangs present in intact areas of the tubes. With this newfound understanding, the prospects for creating lunar outposts seem more feasible, potentially revolutionizing the way we think about lunar habitation.